The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 has finally met its match. This is the latest RedMagic 11 Pro Plus and 11 Pro. This time, RedMagic not only brought out a well-tuned Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, but also an 8,000 mAh ultra-large battery, 120-watt fast charging, 80-watt wireless charging, and an all-new phone liquid cooling system. Now let's take a look together at what kind of performance this year's new king of gaming phones has to offer. The two phones we have are the Silver Warrior edition of the 11 Pro and the Blade Transparent Silver colorway of the 11 Pro Plus. For the Silver Wing Warrior edition, the entire back of the phone uses a combination of glossy and matte finishes, paired with the silver color scheme. It's minimalist yet durable, and even has a hint of a business-like feel. As for the Blade Transparent Silver Wing version, it looks even more futuristic than the last generation. That circle in the middle of the back is the new liquid cooling system, the pulsating liquid cooling engine. After starting it up, you can see the cooling liquid flowing, which is quite interesting. Besides these two colorways, there are also Night Night and Blade Transparent Night, for a total of 4 colors to choose from. Moreover, the entire device has added RGB lighting to the logo in the middle of the back and on the fan, which complements the sci-fi color scheme of the body. Combined, while the gaming performance is greatly enhanced, the esports vibe is also on point. At the same time, this generation of the RedMagic 11 Pro series has inherited the highly acclaimed flat back design from the previous generation. The back feels completely smooth with no protrusion. Against the current backdrop of notched screens and large camera bumps, this kind of flat back feel is truly a breath of fresh air. I can only say RedMagic is truly impressive when it comes to space management. As we all know, the full notchless screen on the previous RedMagic 10 Pro Plus was truly stunning. The RedMagic 11 Pro series is no exception. This screen is officially called the Wukong Screen 2.0. The black bezels are only 1.25 millimeters thick, and the overall screen-to-body ratio is as high as 95.1%. At a glance, it's really all screen, and most of the time, it's even difficult to see the under-display front camera. No wonder RedMagic calls this a true notchless screen. In terms of specs, it's a 6.8-inch screen with a resolution of 2788 by 1492. It also has a 144 Hz high refresh rate and a 1600 nit full screen peak brightness. Besides that, it has 2592 Hz PWM plus DC dimming, so eye protection is also covered. It's equipped with the new Red Core touch chip, which allows the instantaneous touch sampling rate to reach 3000 Hz. In terms of mobile gaming attributes, this screen is basically maxed out. Now let's look at the detailed configuration. There are some slight differences between the two models. For the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus, the SoC is of course the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. It's paired with LPDDR5Tx and UFS 4.1 Pro storage configurations. The top configuration goes up to 24 GB plus 1 TB. The battery life continues the excellent tradition of the previous generation, 120-watt wired fast charging and 80-watt wireless fast charging, along with a 7500 mAh large battery, which is even larger than the previous generations. The battery life is maxed out, you could say. As for cooling, it's practically the main event for the 11 Pro Plus. In addition to the ICE 4.0 fan, 4D ice level VC heat dissipation plate, and liquid metal cooling, this generation also features the all-new liquid cooling system. As for the RedMagic 11 Pro, the differences compared to the 11 Pro Plus are that the 11 Pro's battery is an even larger 8,000 mAh. The wired charging power is 80 watt. The top storage configuration is 16 GB plus 512 GB, and it doesn't have the liquid cooling system. Additionally, there are some changes in the available color options. Other parts like the SoC, screen, and even the dimensions are the same. We'll run a quick benchmark. In Geekbench 6, it scored 3684 for single core and 11,519 for multi-core. This score is among the best for mass-produced phones. Next is the main event, the gaming performance test. Here we'll go straight to putting it under pressure, testing two relatively demanding games. Due to time constraints, we only had time to test the gaming performance of the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus. First up is Genshin Impact, which is the least demanding of the two. We ran a loop around Sumeru City. The performance of the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus is very impressive, achieving an average of 60.9 frames, which is on the same level as the X300 Pro with the Dimensity 9300, but the frame rate curve here is much more stable than the latter. As for the comparison with the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max with the same Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, the frame rate is also much more stable. What's even more surprising is the power consumption and temperature. To achieve such a stable power output, the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus's power consumption is only less than 3.7 watts. The back temperature is even lower at 36.1 degrees. It achieves a higher frame rate with lower power consumption and lower temperature. RedMagic has really mastered the tuning of the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. When facing a game without specific optimization, the frame rate can be guaranteed to some extent, and the price is just a slightly higher power consumption. To test a high-load game, the grand finale, Honkai Star Rail, is a must. The performance of the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus here is, as always, in a class of its own. Not only did the average frame rate max out at 60 frames, but the frame rate curve is an incredibly stable straight line. This is the notoriously demanding Honkai Star Rail, currently the most GPU-intensive 2D game. The RedMagic 11 Pro Plus just passed with a perfect score. Compared to the performance of the two competing devices, this is no longer a generational beatdown, but a straight-up slaughter of the competition, and the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus only used just over 6.7 watts of power and had the maximum back temperature of 48.5 degrees to achieve such results. In comparison, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max with the same Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 not only couldn't maintain a stable 60 frames, but its power consumption and back temperature were also higher. And this best illustrates just how good the system tuning of the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus is. Besides the excellent gaming performance itself, the RedMagic 11 Pro series has not neglected the software features that can enhance the gaming experience. For example, in terms of super resolution and frame interpolation, with the Red-Core R4 chip and the Cube Cloud Engine 3.0 in this generation, the effects achieved in-game are quite good. For super resolution, after turning it on, the game screen becomes clear. The sharpening effect is not too obvious, which is just right. As for frame interpolation, after turning it on, the game feels noticeably smoother. At the same time, the controls are not unresponsive. The overall picture doesn't have too many artifacts. The only thing is that when you encounter areas with dense lines and turn the camera, you might notice a tiny bit of stuttering, but unless you look very closely, it's hard to notice. Finally, let's take a look at the charging and battery life performance of these two top-tier RedMagic new products. The wired charging power of the 11 Pro Plus and 11 Pro reached 120 watts and 80 watts respectively. In our test, the time taken for a wired charge from 2% to 100% was 58 minutes and 57 minutes respectively. And considering the total time including trickle charging, it's an hour and 5 minutes and an hour and 16 minutes. I wonder how many points everyone would give for such charging speeds. Paired with their respective 7500 mAh and 8000 mAh batteries, the battery life can only be described as extremely top tier. It's worth mentioning that the wireless charging power of the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus has reached 80 watts, which is already a top tier speed in phone wireless charging, even faster than the wired charging of many phones. Are you satisfied with such battery performance? Okay, at this point, everyone should have a complete understanding of the performance of the RedMagic 11 Pro series. From our tests, they are the ones with the strongest gaming performance among the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 models. They can achieve a more stable frame rate with lower power consumption most of the time. This kind of performance tuning result also continues the RedMagic series' consistent and excellent tradition. At the same time, with a larger battery capacity and higher power fast charging, the battery life of the RedMagic 11 Pro series is also very top tier. Plus the notchless full screen's advantage in daily use and gaming experience, the RedMagic 11 Pro series should be sitting firmly on the throne of the king of gaming phones. Alright, that's all for this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye!